E3 is pretty much over, so now it's time to rank our favourite games from the show. However, we have a few rules. Gameplay must be shown to be considered for this list, so that means games like Cyberpunk 2077, Doom Eternal, The Elder Scrolls 6 and Halo Infinite are out, no matter how awesome they probably are. Now, get ready for our top 10 games of E3 2008. It's always exciting when From Software announces a new game. The makers of Dark Souls and Bloodborne are regarded as some of the best game developers in the world. However, Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice seems to be a lot more action-focused than the Souls games. It almost looks like the next-gen Tenchu sequel we always dreamed about. Dying is actually part of the gameplay, since you're able to resurrect at the exact spot you kicked the bucket. This can even be used as a tactical advantage in difficult fights. Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice is due for release in early 2019 for Xbox One, PS4 and PC.
We've known each other a long time. Hold the line! Hold the line!
Devil May Cry is back. We've been waiting for over a decade on Devil May Cry 5, but it looks like our patience paid off.
You never had this much trouble.
This game had one of the strongest showings at this year's E3, with an awesome gameplay demo full of stylish action. Devil May Cry 5 runs at 60 frames per second, which is a huge deal.
Cheer up, crew cut. You taking notes?
You'll be able to play as Dante, Nero, and an as-of-yet unannounced character. Each character will have its own unique abilities, giving players lots of opportunities to produce some crazy combos. Devil May Cry 5 is set to release on the PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 in spring 2019.
That's amazing.
Kingdom Hearts 3 has been in production for more than 12 years, and now we finally have a release date. It's coming out on January the 29th, 2019 for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One.
It's the code. Mustn't strike a pirate aboard ship when said pirate offers to confabulate.
To celebrate the announcement of the release date, Square Enix brought no less than 3 trailers to the E3 conference. The Disney worlds of Pirates of the Caribbean and Frozen look absolutely amazing. These will fit in nicely with the already confirmed worlds of Tangled, Big Hero 6, Hercules, Toy Story and Monsters Inc. We can't wait to get our hands on this long-awaited game.
Country roads, take me home to the place.
Whether you choose to explore the wasteland alone or with friends, your days will
Fallout 76 is a Fallout game you can play with others. That's a huge deal for a series that's always been about offline single player. The game is set in West Virginia, and the map is going to be 4 times bigger than Fallout 4. You'll be dropped into the game world with dozens of other players. You can just mind your own business and finish the whole game by yourself, but that's not the point, obviously. We'll see whether the addition of real-life players in Fallout 76 is a blessing or a curse when it comes out on November the 14th for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
challenges. After a crisis, work with your neighbors to ensure success.
Nintendo isn't messing around with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate for the Nintendo Switch. This is the biggest crossover game ever made, since it includes every single character that has ever appeared in the series. Daisy, Splatoon's Inklings, and Ridley will make their Smash debuts in the new game. Fans have been requesting Ridley for years, so it's good to see that Nintendo finally listened. There's support for Nintendo GameCube controllers, which is Nintendo's way of catering to its most hardcore fans. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will launch on the Nintendo Switch on December the 7th.
Yep, it's him.
Stay back, sir. I got this.
What the?
The remake of Resident Evil 2 looks incredibly impressive. Capcom pulled out all the stops and completely remade the survival horror masterpiece from the ground up. The graphics are very realistic thanks to the new RE engine that powered Resident Evil 7. It's kind of crazy to see how far the gaming industry has come if you compare the original game from 1998 with this remake. We can't wait to visit Raccoon City again with Claire Redfield and Leon Kennedy. Resident Evil 2 Remake will come out as a fully priced game for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC on January the 25th, 2019.
Jesus Christ.
Ghost of Tsushima delivered one of the most impressive gameplay trailers of E3 2018. The game looks absolutely stunning, and it renders feudal Japan in a beautiful way. You play as Jin Sakai, who is one of the last samurai defending his island against the Mongols. The combat in this game is all about countering at the right moment. This will result in one-hit kills that look awesome. There are stealth sections in the game, and you have a grappling hook so you can reach higher spots. Best of all is the open world aspect, which means you can go wherever you want. Let's hope we'll get a release date soon. Kojima gave us the most informative Death Stranding trailer yet, but that's not saying much. We finally got to see some gameplay and now have a rough idea of what the game is all about. Sam, the character played by actor Norman Reedus, has to make a very important delivery. However, the world is full of invisible monsters and other dangers. It looks like stealth and exploration will be a huge part of the gameplay, with a little bit of survival horror mixed in. There was also lots of weirdness involving babies that will haunt our dreams for a long time to come. Death Stranding still doesn't have a release date, but we surely are hyped for this one.
The time fall fast forwards whatever it touches, but it can't wash everything away.
We had no idea that the next Assassin's Creed game would be this good. Ubisoft showed some great gameplay of Assassin's Creed Odyssey at this year's E3. They are turning this franchise into an action RPG with branching story paths and multiple endings.
Our people are dying. Signed, Kira.
There are dialogue choices and even romance options, which is a huge deal. It's set in ancient Greece and focuses on the war between Athens and Sparta. For the first time ever, you can play the game as either a male or female hero. We still don't know whether we'll choose Alexios or Cassandra. Just kidding, we're definitely going with Cassandra. Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes to the PC, PS4 and Xbox One on October 5th. The Last of Us 2 is our favourite game of E3 2018. Developer Naughty Dog finally delivered some gameplay and it hit us like a truck. The trailer they showed consisted of a stealth section with Ellie. As she made her way through the level, it became clear that this game takes place in a very bleak world full of danger. There was lots of extreme violence which made us feel uncomfortable at times. However, that's exactly the type of reaction the developers want from players. They even said in an interview that if the overarching theme of the first game was love, this one is all about hate. We're sure The Last of Us 2 will take gaming to new heights when it releases in the coming years. Those were the 10 best games of E3 2018 according to us. Post your personal top 10 in the comments below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, he's a real pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm, to kick demon ass.